Hi guys, welcome to Sons of Cane, and this is this week's lesson.
This week we're going to be looking at one of our Okinawan katas. It's all about evasion foot techniques. We call it Te Ashi Waza. You may have a similar version or a different version. Let us know.
We're going to be looking at the able-bodied and the disability version of this as well, and how we can make it inclusive.
Have a look, tell us what you think.
See you after this. This week, Chris will be doing a demonstration of Te Ashi Waza. Afterwards, we're going to show you with the cane, and then hopefully I'll show you why or why not you can adapt it for a wheelchair.
So we'll be looking at our standard version with a cane. We've done a shortened version just to get the strikes in, just so you can see it, and the problems, trials and tribulations of being in a wheelchair trying to do this kata.
As usual guys, comments down below, and good watching.
We use this to teach evasion techniques with minimal body movement, so you can keep in close contact with your opponent. It also teaches you good body form, so when you're moving you're not shifting your weight incorrectly. Te Ashi Waza. Okay, with this kata, as you can see, forward, backward motions, getting off the line, left to right motions as well, and some sweeping turns. So what I've done is I've applied this with some bayonet strikes, as a friend of mine asked me for a drill that you could possibly use, so we've adapted it. Have a look, change it to suit what you think. This is a short form to practice body evasion whilst using bayonet strikes. Same again, same kata, but I've done it with the crook strikes this time. My version, you can see I've changed it slightly, but it gives a better flow and the moves work better. We tried doing it as per the kata and it was a mess, let's be honest. So again, give us a comment, tell us what you think, what we could change to make it better.
As Chris has just demonstrated with the Te Ashi Waza kata, there's a lot of forward movement, backward movement, side and side steps, which I guess you're not going to be doing in a wheelchair. So after a few months of actually going through the kata and looking at it in depth of the principles, we've come up with a couple of things. So for example, Chris comes in, as you can see the brakes are off the chair. So if I'm going to poke Chris, all I'm doing is creating distance, which is great. The idea of creating distance is I've now got the ability to do the helicopters or swing to keep the distance. We also looked at the rear strikes as well. So The normal rear strike would be the poke, but if he grabs, I've got the chance to forearm bash through, come down, change position to hit him. Normally, you'd put the cane into your hip and you'd do a circle to get away. Unfortunately, with this, all I'm doing is moving. Again, creating distance, but he's still got hold of my cane. We can do the clearance strikes with the helicopter, which are great, the side to side, which is brilliant, but we've got no sideward motion. One of the great things that we've got is that we are very mobile. The attack comes into the front of us, and we've got the ability to turn, strike down. Great for the left hand side if the cane's in the right, but if I'm going to turn right and the cane's in the right, it's a very long way round. You could try to do a full spin, but you're exposing your back to your opponent. So although we're trying to adapt every single kata from the Okinawan karate system, we have to be realistic. We have to look at how people in wheelchairs, how people with limited mobility are going to handle this. We have got offline blocks, we've got offline blocks here we can use, but for the basic principles of the Te Ashi Waza, evasion is to get out of the way. Right guys, as you can see, in a wheelchair it becomes very difficult to even attempt to do this kata. Chris and I have been working 4 or 5 months on this, and we came to the same conclusion. We're looking at distance for self-defense, we're looking at big sweeping strikes. We haven't got the lateral movement, left to right, we haven't got the forward and backward movement. If we did have it, we would then have to stop, apply the brakes, do the strike, take the brakes off, move, and it's not feasible. So although we're not going to call it quits on this, we're going to keep coming back and experimenting. The one thing we have learned is that we can use the wheelchair to turn slightly sideways, and it's using the opposite hand to what you're holding your cane in. So again, if you've got any comments, any suggestions, stick them down below because we really want to hear from you. Thanks for watching guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, put your comments in the box below. We want to hear from you, we want to make this a big strong community where we can share ideas and we can learn off each other.
Yep, click on the subscribe, tell your friends, look for us on Instagram, look for us on Twitter, got any comments, let us know. Even if it's negative, we won't grow unless we know where we're going wrong, so please give us some advice guys.
So looking forward to next week. We've got, in the top video, it's Kev's journey. It's my journey from white belt to black belt in Okinawan karate. If you want more cane videos, it's just down below here.
So please subscribe. We'll also be looking at adapting Wing Chun and Krav Maga. Hopefully later on in the month we're going to have a guest instructor down. We'll also be visiting a show and we'll be getting some interviews and some techniques when we're there.